You want to charge me again? Wait for my lawyer. I bought a house that had an HOA. At the 80s, residents had the option to join. Apparently, the previous owner of my house did, but I wasn't aware of that when I moved in. I started noticing some homes in the area were in rough shape and couldn't figure out why, assuming we were all in the same HOA. When I asked the property manager, he told me my section wasn't technically part of it, so why was I paying dues? He claimed I was an associate member, with no access to amenities like the pool or clubhouse. The only supposed benefit? Maintenance of common areas and enforcement of rules, which made no sense since my direct neighbors weren't in the HOA and clearly ignored those rules. So, I decided to push back. I attended a board meeting and asked if I was officially part of the HOA. The board said my section had a mix of members and non-members, and it wasn't really being enforced. I asked for the opt-in agreement for my property. A year passed with no answer, so I did my own digging and spent hours at the recorder's office. Turns out there were no deed restrictions or legal HOA ties to my house. I went back to the HOA, and they still couldn't prove I was a member. I hired a lawyer. Once their own lawyer got involved, they finally admitted I wasn't in the HOA and owed nothing. Months later, the management company tried to bill me again. I warned them, send one more invoice, and my lawyer will be back in touch. They haven't bothered me since.